The seventh Tantric Kriya in Letters from the Yoga Masters on page 152 is Maha Bheda. So Maha is great, that's its meaning, and Bheda is separating or piercing. So this is a technique following through after the others, where we're going to use our three bandhas, and the three bandhas are really helpful for awakening of the Kundalini and the movement of the Kundalini. The Mula bandha at the root chakra helps to draw the Apana energy upwards. The Jalandhara bandha at the throat helps to press the prana down so that the two energies of the Vayus can join. And Uddiyana bandha then draws that joined energy up through the Sushumna. So it's quite a strong technique, and normally it would be repeated 12 times. A shorter version is that it's repeated 6 times. So again, we follow the rotation of consciousness, so you should be familiar enough with those by now that you can move through the chakras in this infinity circle on your own. And if not, I recommend that you go back to the other techniques so that you know enough of the chakra locations by now that this Arohan and Avarohan rotation of consciousness is very clear for you. So we sit in a Siddhasana. You can sit in a comfortable cross-legged position or a chair if you need to. In the Siddhasana, the lower heel is pressing on Muladhara chakra and the upper heel is pressing on Svadhisthana chakra. So the heels are stacked one on top of the other in this Siddhasana pose with that pressure there. You will use your Amrit Pan Kechari Mudra again in this, so remembering that's the rolling of the tongue back. And so what we will do with this is we say Muladhara, Muladhara, Muladhara 3 times, inhaling up the frontal passage, Svadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi to Bindu. Say Bindu, Bindu, Bindu in your mind 3 times. Then you'll exhale down the back passage, Ajna, Vishuddhi, Anahata, Manipura, Svadhisthana. And when you get to Muladhara, then you're going to retain the breath out with all 3 bandhas. So the breath is out and you really draw them in. So Muladhara comes up, it's a deep Uddiyana. Jalandhara. When you need to breathe, you release and say Muladhara, 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 and repeat the process. So the breath retention is on the front up passage, then at Bindu you hold the breath, and then you exhale, and then you hold the breath out and put on all 3 bandhas. Okay? So sitting comfortably and becoming familiar with your breathing. And then when you are ready, lowering the chin, Muladhara, Muladhara, Muladhara. Amrit Pan Kechari Mudra is on, inhaling up the front passage, Svadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi. Hold your breath as you say Bindu, Bindu, Bindu. Exhaling down the back passage, Ajna, Vishuddhi, Anahata, Manipura, Svadhisthana. Get to Muladhara, put on your 3 bandhas with that deep exhale held out. releasing them. Muladhara, Muladhara, Muladhara. Inhaling up the front passage. Hold the breath, Bindu, Bindu, Bindu. Exhaling down the back passage, chin lowers as you go through this. When your breath is completely emptied, put on your 3 bandhas. When you release them, Muladhara, Muladhara, Muladhara. Inhaling up the front passage. Hold the breath, Bindu, Bindu, Bindu. Exhaling down the back passage. Put on your 3 bandhas. Releasing Muladhara, Muladhara, Muladhara. Inhaling up the front passage, Amrit Pankecharison. Hold the breath, Bindu, Bindu, Bindu. Exhaling down the back passage, Ajna Vishuddhi. Put on your 3 bandhas. Releasing, take a breath in. Muladhara, Muladhara, Muladhara. Inhaling up the front passage. Bindu, Bindu, Bindu. Exhaling down the back passage, Avarahan. All 3 bandhas on as you retain the breath out. Muladhara, Muladhara, Muladhara. Inhaling up Arohan, front passage. Bindu, Bindu, Bindu. Hold the breath. Exhale down the back passage. Hold all 3 bandhas with the breath out. Inhale, Muladhara, Muladhara, Muladhara. Inhaling up. Bindu, Bindu, Bindu. Exhaling down the back passage, Avarahan. Holding the breath out, all 3 bandhas on. Release, Muladhara, Muladhara, Muladhara. Pause and feel the effects of this great Maha Bheda, this great piercing or separating. Just as a reminder, as said in the earlier part of the series of these Kriyas, that You practice one Kriya for a week, and then you add in the second one and practice those two for a week, and then you add in the third one and practice those three for a week, and add in the fourth one, etc. And so gradually your practice is getting longer and longer and longer as you add each of these Kriyas together. And always listen to the feedback from your body. Make sure that everything is feeling okay. No force in the practices. Be comfortable in the seat of the pose in order to accomplish the practice. Thank you.